me shall say the free in Premier League ne shall say no. Liverpool eshe 4, Bournemouth eshe 2. Nipa dodo na enra e predict say upe team obe win a na ye Liverpool boboku no because Liverpool etnefie Liverpool ebony first game no e be very difficult say Liverpool first game or etnefie lose. So majority e predict say Liverpool boboku no and be win game no and Liverpool for a win game na e expected some na be win. Ken me hwe nyoma bebre wo game nim me hu nyoma bebre e course. De di kan eye Ghana ni abrantie Antoine Semenyo. Ken Antoine Semenyo meni agi hawa abrantie no grow and o develop e wo the football career ni. So what check Antoine Semenyo a it seems say as every season bia no unsa abrantie no develop unsa abrantie no performance no kosoro. Last season e wo Premier League nim Antoine Semenyo e 11 goals and the ma bomb boboku no. The entire season or say 13 goals. Na Antoine Semenyo and Justin Kluivert and top scorer and top scorers at the bar bomb of Bobo Kuno. Yaba new season, the first game was 2 goals. Venue now kwashe goal to no enye easy. Ken nipa do sign a bit Marco Anfield akwa 2 goals. The last time you say a player akwa Anfield akwa 2 goals in the Premier League na 2022 na Trossard. Yeka Premier League asema the last time a player called Anfield equation 2 goals no and you way back 2022 Trossard at the time I know see a kind of Brighton e fiti ho say ye bo Premier League na player be called Anfield akwa equation 2 or more goals no ye nye bi
o share the ball now o you goals kakra dey goals there but when the ball they work rate
yeah
say so ni sesame your crab a untwa na unfa no to form out
no cre
as the mukra say you do kakra.
That's the reason why I make us say grow and we develop our football.
And the nine no left and right no. With the elbow. Or the core right no. No Konate. Enu so the ball. Eno Sunday ball.
Or the ball left.
And it's all about the two or about the two nature. Konate be 10 or something.
Or no cre.
Or she go. Your castle be a
unim dia man nije no ho.
Where is that of the area?
Unim dia man nije no ho. First half na Rachel your mo abuse no. Second half for be responding with 2 goals no. Dia na catch up. Mental toughness. Football, a dream wajuma eka ho. The moment mentally onya tough no. Se bibi how a dream na bibi how affect your performance. Enti enra racial abuse the buy no se ekoye obi a nke betima affect the performance. By Antoine Semenyo massa had na affect the performance. Enti mentally when you say mental toughness no and every player betima bobo do some pempenso no e was mentally we tough. So the first thing I mean, Antoine Semenyo no, how I say mentally why you tough. And when the Conti Antonio Ariola, omu coach name for this form. Antonio Ariola catching na say, or say Antoine Semenyo pay attention to details and no tie instructions. Enti di ono Antonio Ariola catch Antoine Semenyo biano otimi ye. Enti ye me desa o count Antoine Semenyo asem no kin. The first thing you see from Antoine Semenyo the work rate. She kwanya ofa and use the physicality and the pressing and the money team Bournemouth. Chekwanya ofa so track back ebe supporting defense no. Chekwanya Antoine Semenyo beating the markets. Obetimi move inside, obe move outside. No use the technical dribbling no and be beating the opponent. Chekwanya was our striking ability no. On say Antoine Semenyo naturally or a right-footed player. But me use sa left no. And akwesi broni beka say or ambidextrous. The 9 left and the 9 right in no. Etimi ye adwuma. And Chekwanya ofa so ese the goals no.
I just say the was here direct no. And na that does you come kakra Mohamed Kudus. Nano me muso Kudus fa Bobi left winya Nuno Mendes. But Nuno Mendes SNG the chair ma Kudus and the ball the bandage.
At the bandage.
Yeah. This boy say ofa ball not the ball in the American or the bar. Was that the wimpa? Say Kudus run be to say the way to Americana. I just like Kudus bet me about the next Mo Salah.
Sure.
But say Kudus kwa na
was
sign or kwa wakati or kwa wakati.
Good.
And when you direct
or direct or they ko. And apart from so the ball ne ko no. Ken football e free be say ball security. Ball security ni say ball ni krawa. O sa protect ball no. Enti Antoine Semenyo he second goal no. Oje ball ni from on one kasa half or deep. ono ni in possession by in possession na Antoine Semenyo no one say lose ball no enti wetimi asa protect ball no at the time or sa in possession any kind of ball security se ball ni kura na on lose or ye direct or deba and hwe kwan of so e confuse Konate ma Konate to form and even if the first goal no keno in set time na ball na eba no onim bi Antoine Semenyo di kan ye odi kan scanning the environment o true mi Kenya na Antoine Semenyo scanning and every good player time bia wasa otimi scanning na hu de e around you and to otimi scanning ye no e kan hu bi anema na accelerate ya otimi ko BT Van Dijk and Robertson or the ball ne to atene no and at the time o true mi Kenya no na o scanning the environment o scanning nyina no na o sa accelerate and odi BT omo and Antoine Semenyo kin to be honest with you how our brand here na chance and you hope say ebeko senya last season or 11 Premier League goals ya she new season I say wa she 2 goals and you most likely say the goals or she in the last season or be better pokra this season and at the country America and you can the first season with Bournemouth of Premier League who saw she 1 goal the second season or say 8 goals for Premier League the third season with Bournemouth was 11 goals and was 2 new season. And everything so called bomb of Bobuko no every single season biano or increasing the number of goals no so many aje you hope say Antoine Semenyo or the form we are bit to make season no by Liverpool there came to be honest and when I make us send me the actual match Liverpool pre-season omo community showed omo boy against Crystal Palace match omo say Liverpool for attack omo create any problem omo she goals any problem that's the reason why Enra Liverpool for 4 goals almost say no omunya 4 different players so say yen attack yen create yen she goals any problem on farmer Liverpool team no by problem and na me work akran e Liverpool all defending and no say no na Liverpool afini pa baako no ma fe Ryan Gravenberch e wo boni and no bi o share Liverpool game ni bia no won say the midfielders no entimi am protect the back line and nipa o protect the back line no e Ryan Gravenberch and no ma fe ni wo game ni Soboslai ne McAllister entimi anya sa adwuma no o pass akwache omo community shield game in fin for na entimi am protect omo back line Curtis Jones and Soboslai enti enra me hwe game na nam say they believe Liverpool for Ryan Gravenberch e wo game ni enti ade ba ko e wo slot ni Liverpool for working on how I say omo just spaces e wo match ho no enti from pre-season no eba community shield and enra game no check the kind of goals Liverpool for no e concede collective play na Liverpool enye the any sa soro play no o meant me enye the best out of the team but to be honest the most important thing na Liverpool here no at the end of the 90 minutes the Liverpool should can here say obenya 3 points the season no afini asha here gradually Liverpool for ever pick it up world champions Chelsea ebo Crystal Palace say the Chelsea omo na world champions untimi njim fanfiri omo nsem enti wiase nyina world champions
just na me bisa say the omakotro fatu so ma the omakotro go Stamford Bridge no ombe papa na say go for 4 years
I say wo hosa for 4 years
sir
aye
the omakotro go no
aye wo hosa for 4
Tom papa brazil
debi na say Barcelona we feel last season this season one abi chere say wo ko omo room one omo the league Champions League na Copa del Rey go so person omo di ni na enti we mu di omo de
enti dan no na ya tro world champions
omo ye world champions okay omo na trophy ni wo omo ho enti Chelsea world champions e ba bebo against Crystal Palace Ken when him say Crystal Palace under Oliver Glasner papa na transform Crystal Palace team no me titu mu say Chelsea was suru bebre esen Crystal Palace team no nemum Crystal Palace manager na your friend say Oliver Glasner no efiti say obefa Crystal Palace bobuku no obi bia betima testify to the fact say papa na say Crystal Palace bobuku no most especially say Crystal Palace e baba be share top clubs na na Crystal Palace e ha adwen pay Crystal Palace any Oliver Glasner na nka se nim say omo ko share top teams so omo kura top individual qualities omo ntimi ni omo mbie mu mbobo ne saa enti ade na Crystal Palace ne say omo ko share top clubs na omo try to exploit opponent ni weakness enti Crystal Palace ko share team kese bi ade Oliver Glasner ne team ne say omo betena se omo be fa Chelsea bobokuo no omo be analyze Chelsea team no ehin na Chelsea tosini ehin ye betima exploit Chelsea weakness no na yetimi a convert sa weakness no na baba ya advantage e dia maye enti omo exploit Chelsea weakness and omo be exploit so the only thing omo be ne say omo be sit deep e wo match ho no mesu mafidie say omo tete Chelsea no ma protect space any omo box no se Chelsea entimi nya akonya enwura box ni mbebri enti se wa check omo team na eya obo number 6 mienu na wa bodo number 10 ni susu mienu because 10 ya no pesa 6 mienu no any 10 mienu ne se omo protect box no apart from any defensive line no be use no na omo je ball ne pe onim se o webereche eze o sa ana o mateta eye players are omo very direct compose skillful technical ability no so no me use counter no e dey beat you and the time Oliver Glasner na Crystal Palace ekohia team kese bia na omusu mafidie no ma exploit weakness no typical example a recent game omo boy against Liverpool team no omo try to exploit Liverpool for weakness and no ana Crystal Palace and be try some de be Chelsea na mumkin no kraye ba akopɛ say Chelsea team no omo nsuro team bia say team e grow in confidence na omunya self believer omu nsuro team bia say Chelsea boboko na nkasa no o de hwe Chelsea supporters confidence na because of the kind of performance at Chelsea they mount because of the kind of success at ever Chelsea recently and to make grow in confidence and to say nipa bia o ti wiase se wonya akukudo na onya gidie se obetima ye bibia unsuro and na say Chelsea akwa akonya se we self confidence and believe ni free wa check the former Chelsea players ninya hwe say Joao Pedro form hwe Pedro Neto form hwe Caicedo Enzo Fernandez Kukureya Kopama majority of Chelsea players no enya sa form na you say every Chelsea team no enti so mu kosi agopama ne so na tactics ne collective play ni pokura ankosora unim so wo individual players a obetima sesa nyoma de ama Chelsea team no but the most important thing say offer Enzo Maresca gradually Chelsea players no ten system na say Chelsea players no bo according to instructions of Papa Enzo Maresca na ken offer Enzo Maresca ne principal tactics adwuma and a differential tactics adwuma me kirema se coach bia ne team bia kobo game a or ne tactics a o ma practice or system o ma practice wo training grounds a ana o mo di ko wura game nim en ye friend principal tactics en ne kwan amafa so ahyehye mu team no enti ye nyambo game no de ma practice ni nyina no ana ye principal tactics no enti so offer Enzo Maresca ne Chelsea sesi a o mu si akan a the first thing abehun ye se Pedro Neto operating from the right side. Jimmy Gettins say operating from the left side. Now Kopama say oye behind Joao Pedro. Adi a Chelsea be ye say obema Kukureya na obo as a left back no. Aba be kan Brent defense Caicedo ho. Na a free Enzo Fernandez say obetimi move akonanim. Now akodane the offensive pivot of Chelsea club no in terms of the attacking phase. Enti anytime be a Chelsea be attack bia no onya numbers na ama Kopama ho atono. So currently ukoshia Enzo Maresca ne Chelsea or attack here or Gettins or Hobby or Pedro Neto or Kopama or Enzo Fernandez or Malo Gusto nso so ebe overlap and or Pedro Neto enti Chelsea enya numbers e position half Chelsea team creative from the left or creative from the right centrally or Kopama ne Enzo Fernandez somebody side and bit mama say Chelsea team exploiting spaces and dragging opponents enti Chelsea principal attack tactics ne koso enti so wa check Chelsea recently omo ball no who said the coach na catch no otimi ye ana se game na ekoso na emu ye den de ma Chelsea ne Enzo Maresca otimi sesa ne nsa no eno ana ye friend differential tactics and only a time a yebo game no coach na sesa ne nsa no and the reason why I say Chelsea differential tactics ne ko ye ne say coach ne tu nani wo bench or options enti anytime bia no onim say Dilap ebema obetima be man go onim say Rhys James ebema obetima be man de ope onim se Esteban Obema obetima be yes ade and say currently Ken Chelsea team na wo say no principal tactics ye adwuma and a differential tactics ye adwuma ukoshia Chelsea edene Crystal Palace top side or me a stubborn side the here say Chelsea defensively omunye exposed game back wa multiple Chelsea say Chelsea na advantage say obetima win this game no me expecting more from Chelsea this season because of the kind of confidence at Chelsea for grow and the performance of de maye Manchester United ebo Arsenal. First game match with the anweshe. Now battles never does. The first battle nipa do na ba kohwe no in case two coaches ne select omo new strikers omo sanye. Se Ruben Amorim ebe select Benjamin Sesko. Na Ateta select Abrante Fence Yo Karesa. Sa two players no obi ekwa akohwe omo because na two clubs ni no obi apesa nkofo no. And as our two clubs, no be here a number 9, a center forward, a player of them that boss presence. And the battle between Sesko and Gyökeres, no, yeba akwa. Then the battle in the midfield, yeba akwa because say Manchester United under Ruben Amorim, and you see the square midfield. Square midfield ni say obo Casemiro ni Bruno. Na omani mpen wa bokunya ene mbwemu enti 4 players won finfio no ma form that square shape. Oko Arsenal so a Arteta you see the triangular shape in the midfield. Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice and Zubimendi. Enti sa midfield no eye battle ba ko obi aba akwa by King. Eno press conference na Amorim ye no. Amorim say oye honest. E dia catch na big in Manchester United fans ni nyina na. O say teams ni bi wo manim. I say Manchester because sa teams no Oma bo mo ho ache. Coach no wo ho, omo ne nsa no adwuma wo ho. Manchester afi na omo hyehye. Enu a Ruben Amorim ane ka asasem no. Ni nyina ne ye say Ruben Amorim nim say currently what the Manchester see or now the Arsenal see ho in terms of teamwork, collective play, tactical signature. Arsenal for no was so say Manchester United bubuku no. So ye ka collective play na. Arsenal for ne be kosoro as a Manchester United. In this case so Manchester United betima ye bibi o game ni ma who expect individual brilliance, individual performance for Manchester United team no. So who kwa kosia Arsenal. Manchester United biggest problem pa o menya previous season na no eye how without the ball almost structure ne beye. So Manchester in craba almost structure ne te sen. Omo betima contain pressure. Omo betima limit opponents no. Omo betima use principles aye defend na. And Manchester United for help. Enti Manchester United okwa akohia Arsenal no onim say Arsenal ne bebo ball no obeje ball no onim omo ho Luis Kelly na obo as left back no anytime bia no Luis Kelly ne eya ne mani invert obaba be ka Zubimendi ho say Zubimendi na baba be ye pate e wo Arsenal boboku nim on e be direct play so the moment Luis Kelly ebe move aba inside no ana obahu Declan Rice say obe join attack Declan Rice e join attack o move come more of the left side no akoka Martinelli ho na Martin Odegaard so akọ right side akọ Bukayo Saka ho enti Arsenal for attack bia na omo pese omunya eye attacking size ni no omunya balance so how a Manchester United for be topo Arsenal no and ye key say omo be try say omo be feed Gyökeres Ken second o the Gyökeres the be mamia Gyökeres to the last 2 seasons follow this very well 2 seasons so di wo Portugal league no o say 68 goals 68 goals na Gyökeres share no ordinity e share 2 e wo league ni mo Portugal ordinary 9 benkum ni share 9 and ordinary 9 ni fa ni e share 57 so 68 league goals o share no Portugal no emu 4 pe and e outside the box emu 64 e inside the box dey na catch roll se player share 68 goals na emu 4 pe e outside the box na emu 64 ye inside the box a e chere se o ye sa players a o se goals do one box nim and to bet mark say or you force in the box
Jobama say Harry Maguire a year no boss
say and me cry and come
because so the work can just any on shall and good one because so over 60 goals 2
and unity
2 na head is not just any team here
niti no find goals
compared to Sesko
there good
do you player boss no you know
good so a crime be fan out be fast to stop no to me you stop supplies no omo me the supplies ne beba no and was will stop you and in this case for me the supplies ne ba come Gyökeres for box ni eye Martinelli bi eye Bukayo Saka eye Declan Rice eye Martin Odegaard mo omo ne supplies so be a Manchester United there was some focus kono eye how one best stop supplies no so Manchester bet me win game now eye how a Manchester United without the ball on bet me defend it say attack the again Patrick Dogo on the left side obetima with that excellent performance Ama Diallo on the right side obetima perform very well ubenya Bruno Fernandes from the deep midfield area obe connected the forward line department Bruno Fernandes ebe create obetima sache goals say ukonya kunya na unya embuemu a on any day omutimi e perform very well omu ye capable so obetima ha anything defenders and now ukonya Benjamin Sesko obeka se Premier League no afi na oba be try bi afi na oba be train ne bobre by Benjamin Sesko susu enya ne dia onim se o sa explosive pace no ehwiem te se de na wo ka no oye very good and off the ball movement obetima boa enti attack de yen creating yen goals menya sure se Manchester United bo problem by ye defend dia and e be ye issue dia Manchester United ken on paper de obeka se Arsenal for no slightly ahead of Manchester by recently Manchester and Arsenal games a tie ball over 1.5 2 or more goals at IPM or Arsenal and Manchester United games nim and as a Manchester United in time na de kra na e wo fie no e ya na Arsenal san do mo so sa enti game back I believe say goals no over 1.5 ebeboa ma me nko wie wo Spain en fama La Liga na sha ase na defending champions Barcelona ebo Mallorca okay La Liga and Barcelona na your favorite so be La Liga Barcelona is favorite so be La Liga reason I make us an say se make us obi your favorite and say automatically waje by our head of the competitors enti na kaso your favorite no Barcelona main competitor e wa La Liga e Real Madrid no afena Alonso abefa bobuku no gradually afena players na beti Alonso ase enti se wo check Real Madrid wo FIFA Club World Cup na un say omo try at the for players na afena gradually omo ti coach na se but in the case of Barcelona bibia se dada se kra no omo say the bi ka ho enti se o ka field ne so asem o ka ball na ye boni se ne dia Barcelona never was soro asem Real Madrid enti ye La Liga no can I believe say Barcelona for the year favorite so playing against Mallorca no disrespect to Mallorca bobuko no but ken minimum analysis obi be ya tell me say Mallorca e favorite was that game we Barcelona Mallorca for no ever try say omo betina omachi say omo city deeper omo ntimi mbiem ne Barcelona mbo omo ntimi possess sen Barcelona but omo tina etire no omo city deeper na omo yusu counter e omo yusu Pablo Torre ana Asano second omo never try so baby ti Barcelona for her line no be game back kwa enkonkoyefo enfama Barcelona first game opponent never try so be chere the bebre by king I see Barcelona say omo na favorite also mu wini ye betwa one gasia Barca team register no the Odeba Barcelona say Inigo Martinez anyhow and the partnership between Pau Kubasi then Araujo ye betwe Barcelona last season kaya na meni kwakuni bigina na e taika sasen we say Barca ko share team a omubo low blocker e ya na omobre enti me kwotwe kwan a say Barcelona ebeyi teams omubo low block na free e game ba kwa ken obeka kan Barca e favorite ana DFL Super Cup e Germany Stuttgart and Bayern ebo adia ba kwa mehwe ne say last season na Bayern na chire ho nwunu ye nche goals there omutimi hye enti say no menya Jonathan Ta abeka Upamecano ho no Bayern defensively omo improve and say omo improve and so a game so over 2.5 e was a game
Ken maybe can Liverpool asam kakra na mewura other games no na mamenka kakra bi about the Manchester United game. Let me start from there. Na only Kwame Bonko Mobi. Look, Gyökeres or a 6'2" or wapa. Now, every time I watched him at Sporting Lisbon, I kept on saying, say, as a coach, need utilize the boy the air balls, the crosses, because Ruben Amorim, the three back now bono, or prefer say the right wing back should be a left-footed player. Until you're right wing backer, Oji Bono, you are cutting in instead of going on the byline to do crosses. At Sporting Lisbon, na Giovanni Quenda, akorana Chelsea afano no. About Manchester United, why Amad Diallo. Sporting Lisbon used less of crosses. Ball no more direct. Yeah, G ball where you Quenda cuts in, get the ball to the strikers. And nothing about Manchester United on one casani pe non copy Oli Watkins no. Say your brother Sheshko. He needs to find ways of getting more crosses to him. What can I say pre-season no? I know me for me any video me better say Arsenal are working on crosses. Me what? No Ben White far ball. No coach na ball no did we can gidi no acquire cross. Arsenal were practicing crosses And I'm saying, and yeah, Mikel Arteta want to also use Gyökeres height because born in the end form one, then right, left eka. But a trainer, also I was out to me use it. It maybe Arsenal want to also use that. And moreover, Arsenal crab problem, I'll talk about that. Last season, the dream maybe crosses not also do. It's training Arsenal no. Victor Gyökeres. The first goal na there against Bilbao. Then they see. And then the this year goal. He scored this header goal against Bilbao. And see, me feel say it is one thing the coaches need to utilize because also Premiership, you know, a bedroom maybe no, heights are very important. I was saying about the fair man. What's the meaning with Tika? And see, look, I'm not saying America say me against Manchester United. Me share your creation, kwa. Me share how Arsenal will attack because Arsenal's major problem 2 seasons ago, Arsenal a transitions are born down fifi. Ultimu said Martin Odegaard, he was very influential from getting the ball from midfield to the attackers. It is our proper number 10. Now Martin Odegaard at the mind because everything around Arsenal went through him. But last season, a plan by you know, the form you know. Arsenal resorted to doing cross and head. Inshallah, cross and head is kid. It's the influence of Martin Odegaard every Arsenal team because Arsenal Jebola, they don't attack centrally. They get the ball to the wings, cross because your height. One crosses so soon will tackle Arsenal. Free kick bar, Arsenal can take advantage of. So last season, it was about set pieces and crosses. This season, I want that to change. We were saying who say Martin Odegaard form was answer back. Because any time will be an obey crosses because sometimes Arsenal will have to find ways to get the ball. Via their midfielders. Say Martin Zubimendi. Adia Bakwa. Arsenal for criticizing about Thomas Partey. So also Thomas Partey G-baller. Na bono or born sideways. Meaning a passing ball they are on taking risk with passes. Arsenal feels to say Martin Zubimendi Emma more riskier passes on Penisa. That is them. So I would want to see say work for number 6. Number 6 and a more forward passes. Now Martin Odegaard who will declare or your box to boxer. There is no need getting the ball to the rings every time. I'm not saying say crosses in yet, and yet every time there was a yes sir. Now, Ken. Arsenal now saying since Lewis Kelly combo 3-1. Most of the games, Arsenal edge ball, no more transitions are. Their systems move from 4-3-3, not quite 3-2-5. Meaning says Kelly no ever come out and Odegaard won't fifi. This is where I think it's a game in the bed the brutal. Because Sawasha Rubin and Moriwa say Amad Diallo no about right wing back. No time will be around Kunya. I'm combine or right or too much. So Skelly, no, I have watched him several times. So pressure about the Subebria. Either he's committing a foul or he's making mistakes. So watch a preseason, no crown. I am looking at how is he going to do that because the more you move into the midfield to help Martin the Oberbois Zubimendi, so Arsenal lose baller. How quickly na Skelly because Amad Diallo almost every time he's lurking around that area. It is said Amad Diallo and maintaining ball line. What means that Martin Skelly, no, Luis Skelly no won't find time of getting to the midfield. That will be a bit disadvantage, Kakra. Because it's very important. Look, Nkomane I want to say, Ruben Amorim, he knows very well, say. And I know, Postecoglou, only me doing any show English Premiership. You real season, Postecoglou, a channel, a Europa Cup. And then Postecoglou on your coach, Emma thoughts now was me. No Ruben Amorim no Manchester United am an opportunity asanso catch and say wo player wo pe ye beto the amount and then kunya ho imbuemo e wo ho as a coach no Manchester United say o man Tony Mwako coach ne say me pe Garnacho me Mwako everything is being done for you. It's easy way starting well is very important. Na say e ka say bibia ya o de je say bibia so sa
o se no so na hia
pa say
baliba de ana won tele akoso so of kuna ofa ngwemo ana ofa sesko ana o si de hia pa ba na ti say bia
ni team no
baliba
ni team no ni defensive midfielder na ye Motin Juma was Sports Lisbon Kofa number. So almost so Manchester United depend. Here, see, Ken. Manchester United first 5 games in the English Premiership. Watch this. They are playing against Arsenal. Oyo be kwa away to Fulham. Oyo Fulham obebo Burnley easy. No abebo Manchester City away. No abo Chelsea efie. Into the first 5 games, he's playing against Arsenal, Manchester City, and Chelsea. First 5 games. Arsenal, City, Chelsea. It's starting well is very important. Because when starting here, and then the pressure but team, you know so. Say coach, you know say we are going to see a better Manchester United team than what we watched last season. We are keen to watch again. And against any team, against Arsenal, and Mikel Arteta also knows the deal. It is going to be a very interesting game. Me expect say possibly a drawn game. Possibly a drawn game that me expect again. And now me know di komo about the Liverpool team. And I'm say last season wo pe team wa na ekuta ball bebre. E create chances bebre. Na Liverpool with Dominic Szoboszlai as a 10. Say Szoboszlai and a 1 in 10. Now coach no want 10 flowing vid because he felt to say Liverpool does not create our key areas be of you say flowing vid as a number 10 ebeboa. It is not a problem. But the problem I make catch our and run say yeah jibo need the free Liverpool same one. Let's see be a counter attack against Liverpool. A what and a Liverpool problem. And I'm when this uncle. Say Liverpool gets in ball our opponent half. Any issue. Any they be. But the problem is that without the ball, they have issue. Watch this. Ken, Liverpool are leading 2-0. Semenyo catches Liverpool have numbers at the opponent's half. No, can we share television is super? More share TV. No, the number of Liverpool players you see, 7 Liverpool players and outfield players. In the same way, Bournemouth, you count 7 players. Liverpool they attack you. It's a 7v7 based on outfield players. They not park also. What it means, they say. There are 3 players of Bournemouth or more Liverpool half. Till a 7v7 and a uwa. 7v7. Now there's a 3 players be a aka. Because I'm a 10. Na goalkeeper. Iti Liverpool the kuta ball. And the more Salah a passable on the ama Dominic Szoboszlai. Again, Szoboszlai problem they say. Who did you coach number 6? Szoboszlai. Onim ball kuta. Ni dey say ya jibo ye nyina ye nko oye sa radical foni bi to o say eniade ball no onye sa refine kakra enye say oye bad player. Obi a won style, obi a won profile. Rand Gravenberch protects the ball better. Gravenberch onye tsebeka number 6. But now I use to number 6. What you say? Ball ni kuta no on lose ball sa. He knows where obetimi a rescue ball. Oni baby a yan rescue ball. Baby a show much like yan rescue ball. Oje baller, you need to be very careful. Yan lose ball was high areas. It's obi onim number 6 ball pano. Areas we say on for ball in the agro. Oni baby on betimi the ball the agro. That's the difference between playing Gravenberch as a number 6 and Szoboszlai as a number 6. It's can show. People are blaming other players. I feel say sometimes we should look at where the ball came from. Because as at this stage, BBNCU, the ball Szoboszlai or the 9 HEA skill. Obia will lead it to a premiership. Say game will lead it 2-0. Say game 2-1 BBN me say. And a Szoboszlai then 9 FHA skill. That was absolutely a bad decision from him. Coach Nekra can say, Szoboszlai gave the ball, and he's been doing that. What the number 6 and the style I don't know, or check ball. It's like Gravenberch will protect this ball easy. It's show us like Lucy Ball and the body baby Tyler Adams. Now watch this. Mommy, the eagle angle near here. See, show us like a Lucy Ball. About 3v3 and winning war. Antoine Semenyo already shasoro. We position the way na and the Robertson there. We have fear. Who bad game with him on the 60th minute? Be my lost kekes. 4 minutes inside the game. Who were energy exchange? Antoine Semenyo because Semenyo Bobel system 4 minutes in the game. Now share the position. Inti already body baby Tyler Adams one and the Robertson the position you're wrong. Kodate position you're wrong. Came back to one problem no. Inti Bon Lusu na already before Tyler be passing ball. 2 of Liverpool's 3 defenders at the back omu position you're wrong. So there was a pass from Tyler and then Tyler they David Brooks and the ball negotiate. So the first problem in this situation was Dominic Szoboszlai as a 6 losing ball a key area. And a buyer now we position and my problem again is Andy Robertson he also so Timmy through me carry a cover ball. Well, second one Ken. What shall go now? Semenyo Eshayena. Another problem. Yet you born in the Liverpool same now attack woman. Omuntimi enye just like I have been saying. Now, me who say asamo ba na social media nti ni ekotwa baby ni e blame me amount. I've seen Virgil van Dijk say all trendy. Oh come on. See Van Dijk me nim boni or dia nipa bi ni but it looks like people intentionally decide they say for problem of Liverpool beyond question. But whether you like it or not, the last 5 years he's been one of the best defenders ever we are see. You can like him or not. He reads the game well. On your defender on that form be me feel say first goal not to answer Semenyo no. Cause I saw that for me he born, but on your defender I'll perform that. But sad game no. I want no me blame ni kakra. But this one here, what we share television no. So Semenyo na kuta ball. And I share Virgil van Dijk. Baby o true me kakon answer ball no kra mfa no. If you watch this picture, one game ni bia. Obeka say Van Dijk what kind of nursery game football running away no. Look, the reality is that Konate and Van Dijk and Nana sprint yako wichi. Van Dijk say he's making sure Ivan Nelson ain't me and running behind him and cover ball. But so watch this. See Van Dijk he's making sure or tackle Ivan Nelson. Now, mommy, the other one. Then you see Antoine Semenyo share the other angle. Into connect so making sure Antoine Semenyo and so move ball and fan the direction. But nipa bon funti, obecha Van Dijk the no kwana it say Van Dijk and the way jab ball is Antoine Semenyo and kwashe. Okay. The next issue came. Antoine Semenyo the ball there kwame ene ken ene ya ye ofi ha nyina bigi. Ye di hu nkomo bebre. Na debia no ye bo Semenyo ye bo Nyankopon asese ye nda Nyankopon asese ken Semenyo yi sebi senka Nicholas Jackson eba bom ofa enka uja for that city championship inti nyame a oka Richard Hughes mu akoma amama Nicholas Jackson amba bom ofa no ona abo Semenyo because clearly akora no obi an left eka the right, also the 9 moves word or smash or be ultimately the right. A smash shot, left, a smash shorter. Semenyo. Let's place it on proper record. Say, wait, if he had decided some Kobekwa, enka or Tottenham, no. Enka Ebia, enko ne man you are answer Liverpool because no, last season, Tom and Naba said Liverpool are very keen on him. Ruben and Morim are very keen on signing this boy. But on no say on person be taking risk. They be are comfortable on person and it's not bomb off. And then I say Dango Watara. Oko Watara no nimbo bon change way. Bako cry. The other players of Bomo, they've all left. Milos Kekes, Dean Housen, Zebanya. Players never brain out on one of these sides or better. Now, what happened to him? And annoying kakra. Sa wheelchair baby a say be yanuanom na mo ye disabled na no Liverpool. There were 263 seats for these people. Now, if you want to buy a ticket as a disabler, yeah, Joe Patrick, yeah, thorough investigation because we need to know, say Sebi, we are disabled and pa. It's getting every details of this man easy. Now, one say MPP, you know, say Obi be abuse Obi racially, Ebiana will provoke you know. Because normally, they say we are now playing in park no sort of total. There are players who are naturally annoying on the pitch. But one, Semenyo is calm when provoking any member of the Liverpool team or park and also. You see, I wonder what triggered this because one bomb of so many Liverpool and your rivals. One because say what the bomb of one time there sir. So unprovoked.
Because of the position.
A hard dream, but it's all good. Her pussy for him be fan.
They were 7 years and support 2 years now. What's the whole city and now or twasso?
Yeah, I said again. Yeah,
throw ball no call.
It's dinner. Yeah, referee no.
But I say, be a for be a reaction.
Oh. When you say yeah, how many say you say in Facebook so go for sakwa I don't know.
Why?
Semenyo.
Say
Omuko didi na na first so sa ko didi na tem sa.
After
we are it's Facebook will cry investigate those you know. Say I don't know how but anyway let's move on. Back in last one I make a Liverpool game. Hey, you started Premiership. The body is Pachomati. Okay. Vano. As I said, bomb of the red card. Senesi the Nensako pre-ball if you go get the kidney. I am wondering how on earth say Omen who sa incidents no. How? And you many people are too strange. I'll pardon the referee. Ebi a who. Na far for no swear. Well, who go take he's playing very well. Me born about so 2 games in the flowing faith na akakakra. Na Ken me pamucho Chelsea ni Palace dey no hwe 2 coaches a ewo England a omuni medwuma pa but team ne mmoa wo mo Andoni Areola bomb for coach no and Oliver Glasner Crystal Palace for coach no Sebi Oliver Glasner enye so person prove no ho wrong na oba England a nkanye so oba Crystal Palace ko bia waji Europa. The level was low. But a person or ye be chess ampa or ye good coach. And you mean I maybe can in sandwich, ma wa Crystal Palace biano budget lusa. And I know or Manchester City, or Liverpool 2 trophies. Or be interview say or perplex their candidate team no because he want to compete. Him paying also 2 2 players be famano. Me no can say player and for na to a bonus 3 million pen motor from Ayas.
Me say Chelsea for Palace on high.
Coach you know or being about 5 at the back. He's one teamer of the ball proper low block.
Well,
Maxine Lacroix na ayana ojina 3 back ni fifi no. Ono fan if you bondo sligan na within the buy ten. Na magay edge na the left side. Na Richie say Gina, na Paul. See, Paul Mitchell is one guy. 1v1 situations or dangerous. In second, we have 2 games here. Liverpool, Manchester City. They say deep. Obema waba ulusu baller. Na first points of targets Mateta. Ne height ninti. Mateta get the ball. Not the ball not top for one. Then he invites a Bereche Eze and Ismail Assar into the game. You see, the first point, if you want to break Crystal Palace, they say, now we take a Liverpool coach say, we shot Palace several times. It's difficult for him to break Crystal Palace defense down. And to say Liverpool cry to go in see, Chelsea should point that to the place and say, say no, we see defensively or more strong no. Chelsea ever finding it difficult to find spaces. Now, those chances quickly. So Chelsea now bought first goal, bare first 15 minutes. Crystal Palace for will be pushed to open the game up. World champions the Hercules, that's all. You need to start the game well. I'm expecting because last season a year 1-1, and yes, Chelsea would have to start the season well. Palace is very stubborn, very, very stubborn side. But
Ghana for me call Palace. Say Jordan, are you call?
As I say, there will be any.
Okay. Young Charles Ronaldo and William come on the bigger bra. Barcelona team register. Marcus Rashford.
Oh, fine.
Fanama. They say there. Once I make a story, so I make a catch. Say almost almost never come. Into Koma you can be. Into Modern Air Cono. Omokwa Korese, Omokwa Kujuna Biasu Kama. Na Omo register. And there's only one that's here. And Omo register. Marcus Rashford, Rashford, and so in ye. Omo register. The Mojero Martin is so Kupra. Into any game no out. This is central defenders of the Gravino. Jerome Martin in the Ono A out to KDB. The way about Safana, Juan Garcia, and Rashford, and then Omina, the register on Bobo KDB. Maybe as well come on. Big Boko, yeah. Namia don't be able to go. Others are always see why you are not celebrating one. Once and said, Baku is human and number. Yeah. Say, dear. Celebrations, dear. Sakoya the mama. Because they say, quite before first to celebrate Graham in Jesse. Some pitching now, so we should go on. No way, you know, one way. Let me kill. I want to should go. Come on. Whatever. Come on. I want to one or two Samra.
We are just in the refuge. When I bought Mallorca, now we are Barcelona supporter. Unless the unforeseen happens, the Naples will be nominated because Barcelona performance was Spanish La Liga anymore. We last season the kind of performance Barca did in the 20 for the past 16 years. He started Spanish La Liga, Emma Barcelona, and Lucy opened the SC one pair. They've only lost one. It was in 2019. And a Bilbao will Barcelona no share on open day of the Spanish La Liga. But aside, for the past 16 years, the Barcelona losing the match on open day. It is a Barca boy game. It will open day against a club like Mallorca. And found Barcelona away. Now Barca performance over Mallorca and so was through. We supporter also did now that ken. The last 18 games at Barcelona share Mallorca mabo. Emubieno Mallorca winning. The last 18 matches. We are winless against Barcelona bobo kono. We are only few on man. Real Madrid any team watch Mallorca kesiye e wo league ni mu. After Real Madrid, Barcelona and all watch Mallorca 42 times in the Spanish La Liga. These are all records are Ecuador Barcelona bobo kono. Nothing America say unless the unforeseen happens. 3 points, I was saying, you must say Barcelona befa. The last 40 games, on Mumi no mabo. Team my friend say Barcelona winning Mumako 29. The last 40 games between Barcelona and Mallorca. Barcelona winning Mako 29. It is a game for Barcelona. But baby, a problem one of Barca supporters in GDA the central defensive pair. And no more here. What the Abre said Gerard Martinez pra. You share pre-season no. Coach and a player, and player and a coach, and then a partner, a woman film on them. A person try to share a year in Inigo Martinez position, a Gerard Martin. Or no, or try to be using as a left centre back. Coach in a kind of interview. So, no, any preferred choice as a left centre back. So, Bojoso, so Bonyoso. A the kind of player coach in a pair and ordinary Baba Besho. But on only not available. Why never Baba Bebo? Almost had the Nimuna, Jenny, yes, you are also. And the Barcelona supporters in this idea, and oh yes, story say Barca supporters ne complaining. Some few say Arojo is the right man for that position. Can no one come and to him? The Arojo we are talking about, I be Barcelona paying. Injuries, any few setbacks in the bar branch and Abrabuma, and my performance the Coco be on at the point. Say Barca both games they more there. Barca both games now especially on the laterals wings on them. Almost your winger be dangerous. And Rojo na no didn't go in our position no because of the kind of confidence and on boom.
This boy has always respect for club.
Ken
Arroyo because he do we na no can Vinicio Junior.
Yes.
Madrid in Barca.
Classico.
Ono money jam so baby.
Or best stop Vini.
Inigo Martinez ko GDB
ho. It is because of the preferred choice. But the woman say, "Can ultimately blame coach no, ultimately blame supporters no more criticize their role no. Supporter bia, any player performance and say waka no wan say ma waka. I didn't think that you team back no be a darling boy, no be one more baba body supporters in any mujidi. It is because of their poor performances. And anything that make us say, "Aro na ye di ne home communicate. Why ye be paying what Barcelona bobo konim?" But me no me nim. Say player the injuries ba wa kwam bebre ba. I thought that the setbacks be ba of football. Until the can say it is left with the player to prove everybody wrong. Omo ni gidie wo player ni mu no. Say player ni your opportunity no gina Messi akan ma Barcelona bobo ko na. Omo you should give them a performance a coach dey kwa book convert door. So be use your no ne Paul Kubasi. Now forget Gerard Martin. It is up to Arojo. On send this signal and farmer supporters no. Say he still has that kind of quality. How the boy Barca. Ken Liverpool bobo ko no. There were a few observations. Liverpool has the quality and a very big task. Because last year didn't come on has year be so why they beat me at the English Premier League. Everybody talked about Liverpool. Obia Liverpool so they beat me at the Premier League because our performance now Liverpool died in the last season. And the quality additions. Liverpool bobo kuna ye Eddie Ababeka squad na coming into this season now. Na be dey to be bobidin now the Liverpool bobo kuna. But so what say money in area ken. The last time Liverpool G League as we defend in the 80s.
Omoji League omo defend.
Omo defend
Liverpool.
Yes. Oji 82, Oji 83, and Oji 84. Oji twice so miensa. If you want money ban, you started the Premier League era. Liverpool so Obeji League twice now a problem. Even to win the league was a problem. And Obeji 2019 and the Jurgen Klopp 2019-2020. Ken Owie no. Afei no wasan so ababa Obeji biom. It is all a very big task. Say Premier League in the day also be defender. You don't have to joke when you get the opportunity. I am using the word joke because Liverpool defense and Enra e kaka Kevin Kelly team down. Van Dijk or quality, Kunate or quality. Omumi Elu partnership has been one of the best. But Enra can any team be a back. Nobody these two goals. Amanaye at par. Nobody say Atsenase. So Baba be shape the account. Liverpool making sure some merits are the number working on that. I was happy for Federico Chiesa. One player, quality and Ekita no different talents here, and Mubane was ropa. But Oba England, adaptation be a problem the man. Ibra come. And means a language barrier and also come on there. Because so Kaya the country American language as a time I almost bought a EFL Cup final against Newcastle. And you go and say a questionable. Time on which you go in 2 months. One thing you'll be a count. No, try my supporters not Germany and Sarah on those why didn't be. It's always the supporters they celebrate, and on to start yet or generally. It's a bien. No language so a problem at the man brand, But anytime he gets the opportunity, so you fit in Quadia or Chebi Bika Kama who say he still has that kind of quality or the Beboa. And now the most important thing in the game, Obamuba be the Liverpool go Bobo Kono, getting a goal. Especially when we lose to say Luis Diaz. Now when you see players like this almost run at the backups. No, this kind of performance. It is good for the player. Mami boy ketika abaso. Ken, and Sema Kafano.
Striker.
Yes. And the debut game in the English Premier League, getting a goal and then assisting for a club like Liverpool. Or Anfield alone, the atmosphere in Kwano, actually the kind of player he is. But when you say we are the Akanesa over to us, so the free honor, man in relenting. And then one person was about Sobo Parkin, Andoni Ariola. Or Lucy game, no, no cray. But already part 5 a Boban Mobobo Kuna from last season, or my 4. I am talking about Nipa 5 because goalkeeper count. Kepa Ko. Zabani ko PSG. Din House and call Real Madrid. Milos Kekes call Liverpool. It's players in 9. I want actually one of them. Omunina ko. Omatomuna. But we have born and run. What should I say? Yes, I thought that person here, but on also the quality count a bottom of air ball or mobile. It's in the clearly, oh, such a coach. There was all yes over one with the kind of quality over here. No, of course, why a Jumana the amount. The man deserves some kind of praise because a Jumana or here and run. Never was so, even though he lost. but he gave a very good performance and a good account of himself. Ken, say, oh yeah, Chelsea. Now we talk about teams like Crystal Palace. Was so careful. Make us also careful because so here Crystal Palace Bobo against Manchester City, a FA Cup final. Now here Crystal Palace last game on Liverpool boy last season on ball draw. Any community showed game on Liverpool boy you know. As I say, can be the channel send the signal be man. Make can wait because they play the 3-back system. Laterals and anytime there is pressure. Umba joining defense no. Emma when you 5 defenders. I want to actually one. Defensive midfielder be joining. Either Hughes and Adam Wharton. And be count. It will be as much as 6 defenders whenever there is pressure. I want to so. It will be your man for me creative. Bet me open spaces at the amount. No team your form the results are open. Chelsea plays attacking football. They play possessive football. And when the board teams almost sit deep, it defended. It is a co-palmer. I'm going to Chelsea game live in almost. I'm going to also working magic. William Estivallo, those players who have been the creative spark for Chelsea. I am so both games at the match Chelsea. Open spaces with their performances. And Bomayong say yes, when we are creators, some foreign at Chelsea Bobo here. That is why I'm mentioning Kopama. Because say team no a defender. Ube nya memo mbeti me draw players to them. Na creative spaces, na other players after mo ayeduma. People like João Pedro should bring their A game to the table. It is going to be a very difficult game. But Chelsea now mehu club World Cup mo. Chelsea amahe o pre-season mo. Any ball at Chelsea abono. A slim win. Ebe call the ama Chelsea. Enye easy. But me future Chelsea be dey say so we be no dey for the 3 maximum points. Ken Rico Lewis. A highly possible to be joining Nottingham Forest.
City Janko.
But Pep Guardiola is careful.
About him.
Only careful because we talked about the right back position. Say Matheus Nunes Nankasana Obono. He's a midfielder and we are converting into that role. Yeah, who coaches some converting players more mobile. No credit. Matheus Nunes performance and your bad cry as a right back. But now you move midfield say level next standard now certain players have about the right back at their corner. And City being a top club, being a very good right back, no about the show on my back. Ken
Akanji Nunes these are big players. Until Rico Lewis or Mojiska Kakra say.
And you're bad. But you needed a right back. Fabi. Do I have backup or your right back and so Manako? It's the Amimeka Diakwako say he needs a proper right back.
Okay.
So Rico Lewis is quite any problem because you are selling for around 30 million. So 30 million now for Rico Lewis and a very good money. But that position is a positioner. Players now are born with the engine and can Obian one more right back. It's a can't deny you can't want some nobody me about the makeshift. You will just cover your last season or a makeshift left back. Emma Manchester City Bobo boy a bone ye. But Pep Guardiola who say I'm found a ball or boy no. Obey in the natural position. I go far out no read number. It's Matheus Nunes born now or born. They're all he's doing very well. But the Rico Lewis is qua Ube here right back in a natural position. Nobody me about feeling in no boss our position. No. What if someone be someone's makeshift? I can't get no and to me a more good performance in that position. The coach and him for not doing call because Guardiola now you name no. You name say season no. Say Bako and Koya following season or on the bounce back by half teams and I can.
This is no to me.
Possible. And into the also filling other positions count. What total replacement quality for every player that has left.